Hello, everybody. Good evening. I am Barrett Matthews, along with my lovely, talented, and gifted co-host from Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley, Miss Kelley Perry. Kelley, how you doing this evening?
I am great. I'm so excited to be here tonight.
I am too. We got some great stuff for you. We got a special guest coming with us tonight. We have Mr. Clark Garrison, who is the founder of Survival Radio Network. We are happy to have Clark join us tonight. So I'm just thrilled because what we're going to be talking tonight, Kelley, is something that I think everybody needs to know if you're in business, and that's how to get your business in front of millions of people. I mean, I knew that's something I wanted to know how to do. How about you?
Oh, definitely. Visibility is, number one. If people don't know you're out there, they don't know to buy from you.
That's right. And we want them to buy from us. At least I do. Now, the thing is, those people out there, if you're a business person, I'd suggest right now that you go on Facebook and you send them the link to this. You see the link right at the top of your page there. Send them that link. Please send them that link right now because they need to join in. We got some great information for them. If they have a business and they want to get it out there to get it seen by more people, I suggest you do that. We will be sending out a replay of this as well. So with those people who missed it, because they really want to get this information, because I think every business owner wants visibility. And let's be honest. Everybody who wants to get visibility, but they don't want to pay a high price for it either.
That's true.
And look, joining us is my main man, Mr. Clark Garrison. Clark, how you doing, my brother?
Hey, testing. Can you hear me pretty good?
Oh, yeah. I hear you, my brother. Can you hear him, Kelley?
I can. Hi, Clark. How are you?
The Kelley P. How are you, Doc?
I am wonderful.
Look, I feel so underdressed looking at y'all too, man. Y'all looking sharp, man. Clark in the
Hey, man, anytime you...
What'd you say?
I'm on TV, man. I gotta act right,
Well, see, and look. In fairness to me, Clark was a model, so I'm just the guy. I'm just the guy made for radio, so Clark was a model. He look he over there trying to act modest right now, but
you have to lean with it too. You see it?
That's the I'm so tired I can't help myself. That's what that is.
Well, shoot, I'm walking around with that lean on a daily basis. Then.
Yes, sir.
But Clark, we just started this. What we were talking about is people putting their business out and making it visible. And if you can, just talk to people and tell them why it's so important for them to get their business seen by a multitude of people.
Well, I hope most people are in business to make money. So if no one knows that you're out there, and keep in mind, guys, I know everyone thinks that they have the best of the best of the best, and that certainly you are unique and you are valued, and what you bring to the table matters. But the bottom line is you're in a very competitive world now. There's no such thing as a competitive United States or competitive. I'm in Georgia. The boundary lines are been erased now with the advancement of internet and things like Google Hangout and all the other things now at everyone's fingertips. So you really got to think about who are you competing out there against. You're no longer competing with, in my case, I'm in Atlanta. I'm not just competing with the online radio apparatuses in Atlanta. That's the easy part, to compete with them. I'm competing with the entire United States. I'm competing with Europe. I'm competing with Asia on a day-to-day basis. So visibility, for me at least, and all the things that I've got on my table is paramount. And I don't have the cash flow to fly to every city each and every week like Barrett Matthew does. So
did he really go there?
So what I have to do, is use modern technology, get on things like Google Hangout, and utilize our radio channel and radio network to be able to get my voice heard just as easily with the guy next door as someone who's across the seas.
Now, I haven't really been able to fly as Clark thinks I do. All smoke and mirrors. Facebook makes people believe a lot of things.
That's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole other topic. Yes. but Clark, you were right on point with that as far as visibility. I always tell people, if you don't think that you have any competition, you are really fooling yourself. Because some people think, oh, I have something unique. Nobody's competing with me. You have already lost. And one of the examples I use is that of BET. You remember there was a time when BET was the only black entertainment television network out there. And I always said, and even before the other ones came around, I said BET can take one of two approaches. They can say, we're the only black television network. We have no competitors, so we don't have to worry about it. Or they can say, we're the only black television network out there. We can compete with the big boys. They chose to say that we're the only ones out here. We don't have to worry about it. And now all these other ones are creeping up on them when they should have been competing with the big boys, the CBSs, the ABCs, the NBCs out there, the Foxes, and they could have been up on that level by now. Instead, they're still just BET to a lot of people.
Right.
Well, and not only that, but BET we're around the same age genre, and BET is not what BET used to be for us when we were in high school. I mean, it was the channel, and I dare say it's probably been 5 to 7 years since I've even turned to BET. I can tell you where it is. I couldn't tell you where to find BET right now.
I would have to agree. I mean, I don't know about you, Kelley, but I don't even know where it is on my cable box.
I have no clue.
Yeah, so that's something. And when we're talking to businesses, you do have competition out there.
Right.
Whether you see them or not, there are people out there, there are businesses out there that are breathing down your neck, and next thing you know, you'll be gone like Blockbuster Video.
Oh. And I used to be a big Blockbuster Video. I had the coupons. I had special VIP because I'd gone there so many times. And I remember walking in one day, and in fact, I loved it so much. I used to be a Blockbuster manager. A lot of people don't even know that, but I managed the Blockbusters. Can you imagine that? Like me managing a Blockbuster? But I did for about 2 years, and I remember when I walked in one day, and it was like, we're selling everything. I'm like, what? So it really is about technology and where it can take you. And to me, man, if you've got a business product or service and you're not utilizing an online either radio show or podcast or something like that, what are you waiting on?
Right.
I mean, literally, are you waiting on everyone else to have one so you can be in the bottom 10% that don't? And then by that time, they're charging out the butt. And then you finally come on and you like start, I don't get it. It's like it doesn't cost a lot, right? Yes, right. You got to know what you're doing because you got to know what you're doing. It's anything in life that you put an effort towards. But, with stations like Survival Radio Network and all the other platforms that are out there, there's no excuse anymore to at least take some risk and see about doing some of this stuff. And no longer is it about, well, I didn't go to journalism school or, this is not FM radio. I tell people this all the time when I'm speaking. The only similarity with online radio and terrestrial radio is the word radio. That's it. Everything about it, how it runs, how it markets, how you begin, how you end, everything else is totally different and functions in a totally different dynamic. And so it is not radio. Don't look at it like that where you have to come on. Those are disc jockeys. Those are mouthpieces. They get paid to say what someone says in a room. Here's your 3 topics for today. That's not what online radio is about.
Right. But Clark, I think it's exactly like that Blockbuster. A lot of business owners are so used to doing things the way that it's been done for so many year after year, and they're not willing to make the changes that's needed to really get their business out there. And so they're taking that Blockbuster approach, and what's going to happen with some of them is they're going to end up going out of business, just like Blockbuster, if they don't make the change. And I think people are sometimes afraid of change, but I think, hey, let's get on the bus at the beginning, instead of waiting to see how it's going to turn out, because things are growing, things are changing, and now I was working with my sister this weekend, and she had this question to answer for school, and it was talking about globalization. and how it's benefited businesses, and it's given us the ability to talk to not only people in the same state or the same city, but now we can reach people in different countries. We can reach them quicker and faster, and now with Blog Talk we can reach them at any day, time, that's set up. So why not invest in something like this for your business?
I totally agree. And one of the things that we want to bring to everybody is the reason we're doing this, and the reason we brought Clark on this Hangout is because, we understand that people want to advertise their businesses, and the traditional media are print media, radio, and television. Well, print media is basically the internet now, because you try doing it in the newspaper, you're really throwing your money down the toilet, because it's really not going to do anything in the newspaper.
Very true.
But radio is still a viable medium. But the thing is, radio has changed, as Clark has said, and as Clark has shown in his business with Survivor Radio Network. I wanted to just go over something real here. I pulled this up. This is from Regardnell, and they're an award-winning. They basically have run radio ads and been very successful. But it says an effective size campaign on a popular station could cost $500 per week in a small town like Myrtle Beach to $8,000 a week in a large city like New York.
Wow.
For your money, you could reasonably expect to get 20 commercials, with the majority of them airing during desirable times of day. So, $8,000 a week.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. I can handle that.
You handle that? So now we know who jet setting, Clark.
Yeah, exactly.
And see, here's another thing they say, that they say they have an example here of a 30-second spot on Drive Time Show for 1.8 million listeners, which is a little more than we have with Survival Radio Network. Mm-hmm. It'll set you back between $700 and $1,500 for production. They said a composition of the music jingle could be $1,500 total. That could be it altogether. A voiceover artist performance fee plus royalties could run you up to $1,000. And post-production, a final mix could run you $500. So you could be running anywhere really from $700 to $2,000 just to produce it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's just terrestrial radio, as we call it. So you're looking at some severely high costs. Now then you look at television. Television is even going to be higher.
Right.
For a 30-second spot. I mean, we know in the Super Bowl, people pay over $1 million just for a 30-second spot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the prices are. I'm not gonna say crazy because somebody's paying it, but it's just out of reach for most people. How's that?
Definitely. I remember there was one company that did a Super Bowl commercial for one Super Bowl commercial. That was their whole marketing campaign for the year. Just the one doing the Super Bowl for the year. That's all they did.
I hope they got something out of it.
And I hope they did. They did it several years. So I'm thinking maybe it worked out for them. Because they kept doing it. But it's the thing, they bet on one opportunity, where now there are vast opportunity. And I love, Clark, that when you were on the show that you shared that, and it makes sense. It's like I never really thought about it until you said it, but it makes so much sense that your commercial, your marketing ability keeps going and going, because people go on later and they download and they listen. So that same opportunity you had to promote your business maybe on July 21st is going in August when somebody pushes the button and downloads. So this is something that will continue to promote your business, not just a one-time opportunity.
Right.
Well, it's the beast of why the fact is that this is not the same animal as terrestrial radio. Online radio is 90% of the time is going to be podcasted in some way, shape, or form. In an on-demand system where you can listen to it at your leisure. And that is the marketplace, and that is the clientele that it's built for. You don't have to be in your car driving around to hear an interview. You can listen to it once you put the kids to bed at 12 o'clock at night, you know, when everybody's quiet and asleep. You go on the site, you push the button, and you relax, and you listen to whatever it is you want to listen to, and guess whose commercial is going to be heard every single time? Right. So it's the gift. I call it the gift that keeps giving. I paid for it once, right? And let's say if I did 90-day session, and for us that would be 12 shows. And to some people, they're like, well, it's only 12 shows. But listen, that's 12 shows that will never go away, that are permanently etched. And God forbid you get on a show where the guest was rocking, you know, like a Les Brown or a George Fraser or Myron Golden, or one of those people who we know people every day, they're on Google search looking for the next thing that Myron said. Right. And they come along, oh, lunch and learn. Okay, click. And they sit there and listen to that. In the middle of Myron talking, we got to go to commercial break, and they hear your commercial about plumbing. Guess what? My plumbing just went out, you know, and I was going to call Sears. They quoted me, you know, $20,000. I need to call this guy because he seems like he's a small business owner. That's the power of what we do, and that's the platform we're on. So to not, but here's the thing. I wanted to mention this, and I want to hear you guys' comments on this. I did some research. Do you know that 75% of small businesses don't even market?
Wow.
There's the problem. There's the underlying problem. Small businesses, and I'm not talking about the upper-level small businesses with about $5 million of revenue. I'm talking about the mom and pops that we all know, that we all see, that they're either booksellers or they've got a product, a small product or service, maybe a small building somewhere. They're selling cupcakes. They're ground level. Most of them, for whatever reason, they will not take a dime and put it into blasting out on a consistent basis that, guys, I've got the best cupcakes in the world. I know it's 32 other cupcakes companies in Atlanta, but mine is the best. If they were just to do that, think about it. If 75% of them don't, just by doing it on a consistent basis, you've jumped to the top 25% tile of that category. You know, it's the old saying I used to say about real estate agents back in the day, is that if you just answer your phone and you're a real estate agent, you're going to be number one. Because how many times have you guys ever called a real estate agent and get their voicemail?
Yes.
Everybody, right? So the one real estate agent is like, hi, this is, you know, Clark, what can I do for you? You're like, oh, well, I'm looking for a house tomorrow, you know, and you get the deal. It's the same thing. So we've got to teach people. And perhaps this is a podcast that will help teach them to start investing in that. It is not a waste of time. It really is something that as small businesses you got to do, or you're going to disappear, because mom and dad can't buy all the cupcakes.
So right.
I mean, and one of the things that I wanted to go over some of the benefits of using radio to advertise. One of them is, as you kind of mentioned, you get close contact, because you actually can relate to some of those. Like you said, you're listening to something, you hear about a plumbing. It's right in your backyard. It's someone there that you can actually relate to. So if you're that sponsor, if you're that person putting your message out there, the people right near you hear your message and can come to you. Also, you know, you get what they say, consideration. No, basically, you can tune it to whatever type of medium you want, whatever demographic you want. If you are looking for a certain type of audience, you know what type of show has that type of audience. Fortunately, Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley has every demographic, so you know, we address everything. So, but there's significance in doing that, and it can function on your behalf, because you don't have to go looking around for different things, and the potential for you to get more people grows because you're putting yourself out there. And differently than a lot of like television, it even different than say, for instance, newspaper. If you put an ad in a newspaper, once that day is gone, the newspaper's in the trash, your ad is gone. If you put an ad on television, it's going to cost you too much to keep airing that ad. With radio, you have a chance to run it over and over and over again, and not, you know, spend all your money doing so. So you have a better chance of reaching your audience. But you have to make sure that you have done the right research and knowing where you want to put that ad, because otherwise it can hurt you. Now, keep in mind.
Let me just jump in and say this real quick, Barrett, because it's directly with what you associated with what you were about to say or saying. Mm-hmm. The cool thing about radio that mostly none of the other things have, is a radio personality like Kelley and Barrett. You guys have a following. People intimately at least think they know you, right? Because they listen to you consistent, and of course they follow you on social media. They come out and hear you and yada yada yada. But I intimately think I know Kelley, and so if Kelley says that's the best cupcakes in the world, there's a more likelihood that I, as a follower or friend or fan of your show, because we take on that ownership, right? I feel like it's almost like my show too, because I listen to you consistent basis. I've seen you go through ups and downs and all of this. And so when you say something is great, it's kind of the amen corner. And that's one of the advantages most apparatuses don't have, right? Because the commercial comes on TV, it's disassociated with the show. It's just, it runs on its own and its own merit. So it's an NBC product, right? It's not a lunch and learn thing of Chris and Barrett saying, you know what, and you have opportunities as host to say, yeah, that about that commercial, that's the best. I just read that book. One of the best books I read in 2015. Bam, I need to get it then. So there's an intimate level of marketing that most things nowadays don't have that you're going to be able to have on radio. I listen to sports radio all the time. I mean, I'm a junkie, right? And it's this one channel, and psychologically, even though I know the game, I still, when the guy says, you should buy your diamonds from so-and-so, I'm like, well, if I ever do buy a diamond, I'm going there, right? Because it's just because I like this guy and I trust him.
Right.
So
don't tell me you're going to Solomon Brothers.
Dude, my diamond days are over.
But was that the commercial?
Yeah, it was, actually.
I know the sports station.
Yeah. $7.90 the fan, baby.
That's funny. Now, I also wanted to talk because Kelley and I are doing something unique with our show. And we're going to let Clark talk a little bit more about Survival Radio Network in a minute. But I want to tell you that Kelley and I are adding a video component to our show. And what we're going to be doing is shooting some of our shows from a studio where we have a membership portal, and those who are members, and everybody can be a member, but all the members will get to see the show as well as listen to it. But with that, we're going to be opening it up for people to put their sponsorship promotion on video as well. So you get a chance to do radio and video at the same time, which is any business owner with any sense knows that is a win-win, because you get both mediums at the same time. Now, I just want to quickly go over some of the benefits of the video, and then I want to let Kelley talk on this a little bit more. One benefit, this is some more statistics I pulled up. It says it attracts new customers, just having it on video, because you got people that you didn't get before, now they can see you. You can announce new products or services. You can recruit new people into you, but whether it's, if you're a business, you can recruit employees if you need to, if that's what you're looking to bring in. You can educate customers. You can educate and train your employees just from video. You can let customers tell their story. That's a great way to promote your business. You can share best practices that you have, and you can keep remote people connected to you. That's one of the biggest benefits. Kelley, if you can, I want you to talk a little bit more on the aspects and the benefits of just having video added to as a component.
Well, with the video, I mean, you get the more opportunities to create visibility, the better for your business. Because again, if nobody knows you're out there, you can have the best website, you can have the best product, you can have the best service. But if nobody knows that you exist, then you're going to have no revenue at the end of the day. So the more opportunities you have to promote your business, whether radio and now video, and you have to think, both of these components are hot because we have more people now online watching video. We got YouTube, more people online, listening to Blog Talk Radio. So now the mass, look at Survival Network. We have over 1 million. So at this point, this is what you have access to. You have access to over 1 million listeners, and you can't get it just by going to, down the street, or, talking to one person. Now your voice is impacted, kind of like the Jesus approach is how I look at it. When he's at the mountaintop and he's talking, I'd be like, how can all those people hear him? So I look at Blog Talk Radio like that, because it's not just one person. But when you put your commercial, when you market your business, now you're speaking to so many, and you only have to do it. I mean, that one time, when you do it that one time, is out there, and out there forever, and it just keeps going and going and going. And so somebody is going to see it, and now they may tell somebody, and just already with the people that are going to listen. So to me, putting both of them together, whether you do one or you do both of them, it definitely increases your visibility for your business. And whenever you increase your visibility, it's going to increase your profitability. So this is a move for a business. Whether you're new in business or whether you've been in business, it's time for you to do something that's happening now in this era so that you can increase your profitability.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, now see, one of the reasons we had you all on this broadcast tonight is because we said that we want to show you how you can get your business in front of 1 million people. Well, the gentleman we have on in the middle of the screen here, in the middle of us, is Mr. Clark Garrison. I want to have Clark talk about Survival Radio Network and why we say you can get your business in front of 1 million people. Because, Clark, this is your baby. I want you to just take your time, talk about the network, talk about the growth, and talk about why we say you can get it in front of 1 million people.
Well, listen, this is not an accident. Survival Radio Network was not something that we cooked up and just said, hey, let's try something new because we're bored. We really thought this out. This was a well-thought-out plan that was devised because we wanted to connect with basically what I like to say the Oprah crowd, which are people who want to be enlightened, right? If you look at OWN Network as it followed over from her show, she tapped into an audience of people who are looking to advance themselves in some way, shape, or form, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. They're plugging into her network and have been following her for decades now because of those types of things. So we felt like, well, you know what? I looked around and I couldn't find anything on radio that was similar to that. I found a bunch of singular shows that talked about it, but with it being, I think somewhere the last numbers were close to 200,000 individual podcasts out there. How can you find them, right? Even with Google, I mean, it's like sifting through sand. So I wanted to create a network, a platform where if you felt like one day, you know what, I don't really care anymore about Kanye West and who he hit, or who he cursed out, or what his shoes look like this week. I really want to be edified. Okay, where do I go? Survival Radio Network becomes a place of solace for you. Where you can do that. And so we built it one brick at a time, and we attracted, like any energy magnet, we started attracting others who felt like that was their pathway. And so we've built this thing for the last 3 years, guys. I like to say the tortoise approach. We didn't just run out there and try to do something because it was flashy and new and let's be cute. And I saw a lot of the companies do that, and we even today see a lot of mimicking of what Survival Radio Network has done, and those guys burn out. Because it really is you have to take a tortoise approach and figure out what listeners want. Right. And that's hard because you got to listen in order to figure it out. You can't be talking all the time. You got to sit back and let them tell you. And that's what we've been doing over the last 3 years. So now, fast forward 3 years later, we are now sitting in a position where, as you guys have said, we've eclipsed 1 million downloads. That's a huge mark for any one apparatus on social media. It means you have longevity. You can't just accidentally get that, guys. I don't care who you are. You just can't wake up one day and say, oh, I'll get 1 million people to care about what I'm talking about. It just doesn't happen that way. Unless you're talking about something salacious and stupid. Of course, that we know that sells, right? But something positive takes a while to cook. And so we've been stewing this thing for a while. So we also have over 30-plus shows. We've got 3 different divisions. We've got a sports network. We've got a spiritual network called Survival Radio Christian Network, as well as our home-based Survival Radio Network. The cool thing about us, you're going to see a lot of online stations, but most of them are located in that city still because their mentality has not changed. So you'll get an online station that's based out of Atlanta. Why? Why are you only hosting Atlanta stations? That, to me, that's the most asinine thing I can think of. You're an online network, right? But all your hosts and all of your shows are about one city. You might as well just go down to the AM station and just get a bunch of shows and call it a day. If you're going to take advantage of the World Wide Web, and for you young people, that's what WWW stands for, World Wide Web. My son had no idea what it means, so I already know the new generation has no clue. If you're going to take advantage of that, then you've got to tap into networks like ours, which has its tentacles from coast to coast. We have shows on the West Coast, in the Central Time Zones, in the Mountain Time Zones, from Texas, New York, D.C., L.A., Chicago, DMV in the house, stand up.
All right. Yeah.
So why would you not market, especially if you've got an online product, service, or event, right, that anyone can tap into? Okay? If you've got a product that you want people in Houston to buy just as much as the people in New York, you are insane not to market on a platform like this that has the reach that you're looking for a low cost, relatively low cost, and repeat performance. And that's what Survival Radio Network is. One of the things we have been. We are a small business champion. Our mantra from the very beginning has been to motivate, inspire, and educate, and to support small businesses. And we're really talking small businesses, okay? We're talking mom and pops that really can't afford to do anything else. So they have us come out and do live remotes at their venues and events. They tap into our shows so they can become guests on Lunch and Learn or The Conversation or the other shows so people can find them relevant. A lot of things come into that. Most small businesses don't have their voices yet, right? I just started. I'm very good at, I'll go back to baking cupcakes. I'm a great person at baking cupcakes, but I don't know how to talk about my product or service that well. That's not what I'm good at. Put me in the kitchen, right? So here's a chance to come on. You guys know you've had guests come on, so not only can you market and promote and spend and buy promotions on your shows, you can also be guests. And so you can come on to Lunch and Learn and talk about your product and service and start learning how to do that. So that when you do get called by Oprah, because somebody told her, man, this is a person in Atlanta's got the best cupcakes in the world, you should try it out, which that's what happens, okay? And the moment she calls you, it's on. Right? It is on. She's shutting down websites, everything. Well, if you get an Oprah show and you can't talk about your product or service, you're in trouble.
Right.
If this is the first time you've ever got on radio or television to talk about your product or service, you are in dire trouble. So there's a bunch of reasons why you should invest in not only your company and getting out here and finding apparatuses like this. And that's I would like to say we've taken a large leap to become that house or that. I tell people the other day, I was just talking to a guy who's interested in being a corporate sponsor. I was like, I can tell you all the things we can do, give you all the stats and demographics. One thing I know we can do, we got big mouths. We got the biggest mouths online. We can run our mouth about your product and service like nobody's business. So if you want somebody to talk about what you're doing, this is the place you need to stop by and check us out.
Wow.
Before you go, Barrett, Clark, you shared some numbers with us on the show a couple weeks ago. Can you share that with the listeners today?
Absolutely. So everybody knows, if you don't know, we still are on Blog Talk Radio. We actually you can buy singular shows on BTR or you can buy network time. Just like we were talking about BET. BET had to buy timeshare for CBS Radio back in the day so that they can be heard. Well, we bought a block of time on what BTR is, which is no more than a place you buy time from, and they store your files, right? Because who wants to do that crap by themselves? God bless you if you do. Here's one. We talk about numbers, right? It's all about numbers. Okay, well, let me give you something. Let me find them first. I had them right in front of me. These are really cool. I didn't know this. This has gone up over the last couple of months. 24 million listeners a month on BTR. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. There are 24 million and growing listeners, okay, a month.
Wow.
So right there, I should drop the mic, turn off the cameras, and there should be no other reason why you would want to, because what percentage of that 24 million could you get? A 0.0004, if you got that percentage, which is almost like crap shooting, wouldn't you still be rich beyond your wildest imagination of any product or service that you're trying to move? So we're in the top 5% of the over 10,000 shows, active shows that are on BTR right now. We're in the top 5%, and that's not something that Clark said. That's not something that Clark paid him to do. That's something that Blog Talk Radio acknowledged on us 2 years ago and sent us a letter, which is in our press kit, from them to say, guys, congratulations, job well done. We've been watching you. You were in the top 5%, so you go to our channels on BTR, it says that we are a featured show, okay? So I'm not just making this stuff up, guys. I'm telling you this is the best way to plug in. I think the numbers are $75 million a month are being spent on online podcasts and online apparatuses by small businesses around the world, around the United States, I'm sorry. $75 million. So if you don't see the trend going that way, you need to put on like these glasses like me and Barrett got. You need to get you a pair of these and start wearing them, because I'm telling you guys, you're going to get left behind. You're going to be upset, or you're going to be into your fourth business. You know the old adage, you got to do 10 businesses before you go, or whatever it is, 7 to 10.
Right.
It's not because, listen, that rule is not because you just have to fail. It is not just because, well, no matter what, I've just got to fail 7 times. It's because you're hard-headed. And they know you're hard-headed, and they know the first 3 times you're just going to start a business without any insight, without any game plan, without anything. You're not going to spend any money on yourself, and you're going to wonder why didn't anybody buy this stuff? Because you and your mother are the only ones who knew about it. That's why.
Right.
So the numbers do not lie. I mean, we like I said, we average 35 to 40,000 listens a month. Just on our network, okay? We are rocking this thing, but it's not because we're pompous or anything. It's because we're talking about the stuff that is actually improving the mindsets, the lives, from a physical point of view, from spiritual point of view, on our shows. That is, we're tapping into the source that people are migrating to. If you don't believe it, people are starting. Listen, even cable television is taking a hit now. Right? You know how many people have dropped off of Comcast since in 2015 alone? It's because people are wanting to be edified now. They're wanting to be, fed. They don't want to just watch reality TV anymore. Right. And so if you don't think the crowds are starting to find stuff like Survival Radio Network, we're not the only entity out there, but we're one of them. If you don't think they're looking for that stuff because this stuff is crazy, the #1 news source right now for news, okay, political news, is a company called TYT. They are online. They have just eclipsed 2 billion downloads or listens on YouTube.
Wow.
I didn't say million, guys. Billion.
Wow.
And they are just a YouTube online news apparatus. Why, you might ask? It's nothing fancy, guys. They're telling the truth. They actually give you what old school news used to be about. You know, that thing that a lot of people don't like to try called facts.
Right.
That's not opinions, not corporate America told me to say this, so I've got to say it. Just plain facts. Listen, the lady walked in, she got shot by the cop. That's what we know right now. Not, she did I tell you she got arrested 6 months? That has no relevance to what we're talking about. So on this, hey guys, this is where it's marketing. This is where it's trending to. I advise you to not buy the cassette and go ahead and buy the CD.
That was great. I love that. And see, the thing is, guys, what Clark so eloquently said to you is that the numbers don't lie. The numbers do not lie. Of what 57 million people are watching dealing with podcasts or blog talk radio. 57 million. Survival Radio Network, which is what Clark has created and which is what Kelley and I are part of with our radio show, has over 1 million downloads. So you ask, how can we show you how to get in front of 1 million people? It's simple. You need to come and put your business with us. Let us, as Clark said, talk about your business. That's what we do. We want to talk about your business. Now, what I want to do, Kelley, to get there, if you can just cover me for a second as I pull up the numbers here, because we're gonna put the cherry on this ice cream here, and go over what it is that we have for them. We have some special offers for them.
I like what you just said. You said 57 million are watching podcasts or blog talk, radio online. But then Clark, I believe, if I'm right, you said about 35 to 45 million a month.
Oh, 1,000. Do you mean that we're doing or that BTR is doing?
We're doing.
Yeah, we're doing on average 30 to 35,000 a month listeners that actually tune into one of our 30+ shows.
And that means with that many people coming into, my thoughts are, again, it's visibility. I put my product, my service on the show or on shows and promote it, and I get the opportunity to be in front of, I can't do that individually. It's no way I can be in front of that many people on a day-to-day basis. But if I market my show on the Blog Talk Radio, on Survival Network, then the opportunity is just crazy. It would make sense to not do it. It doesn't make sense not to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. So we have some special offers for them, Kelley, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And this is I'm excited about this because Kelley and I took some time to put this. We took a while to put this together, and I got to give Kelley credit because she did most of it. But we have 3 packages for you that are going to not only put you in with Survival Radio Network's advertising campaign, but we've put together a Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley campaign as well, so that you can get a bigger benefit out of everything. So package A, you're going to get a 30-second weekly spot for a month. So you get a 30-second commercial for a month. You can't beat that for what we're going to give you. You get a radio interview on Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley. So not only do you get a commercial airing every week about your show, about your business, you're going to get a chance to talk to us for 30 minutes about your show. About your business. I said it again. And you're going to get 4, count them, 4 promotional mentions. Yes, that's 4. You get 4 promotional mentions about your business, meaning we're going to talk about your business throughout the show or throughout another show. We'll still mention your business. You get an ad logo on the Survival Radio Network website. Now, the significance of that is the show, it's in podcast, so it can be archived from here until infinity. Whenever someone clicks on to listen to that interview with you, guess what? Your ad will pop up. Your ad will be there forever for people to see. Now, the total investment for this, now remember I mentioned before that in order for you to run a radio ad, you're looking at about $500 a week to $8,000 a week. Mm-hmm. So that breaks down to $2,000 a month to $32,000 a month. Well, guess what? You're going to get this for only $275 for the month. Wow. That's it. Only $275 for the month. You can't beat that anywhere. Anywhere. Now, here's the other thing with that. With the purchase of 1 month, you will get up to 5 extra months at a $100 discount each month.
Wow.
So instead of paying $275 every month, you get the rest of the month for only $175. You're not going to beat that. You go look around. As a matter of fact, go look around and see what they say about you promoting your business and getting it in front of an audience like that. You won't find it. You won't find it.
Good luck.
Right. Good luck.
$275. $275. That's going to get you in front of 35 to 45,000 people
A month.
a month.
A month.
Why wouldn't you do this? Again, why wouldn't you
Right.
want your business to
Now
position your business?
But Kelley, that's just package A, as they say.
Oh.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Let's go.
Package B, this is where it really gets good. You get a 30-second weekly spot for a month on all Survival Radio Network shows.
And that's how many shows?
How many shows is that, Clark?
We're at, I want to say 41 shows.
Holy cow! So you get a 30-second spot on 41 shows for a month. You can't beat it. You're not going to beat that. I could stop right there. I could stop right there.
But there's more.
We're going to go. There's more. You get 2 interviews.
Wow.
Now, Kelley and I are offering this. You get 2 interviews on our show, but here's what I'm going to throw out there, and I have not run this by anybody, but I can pretty much say this with certainty. We'll get your interview on our show, and we'll get your interview on Clark's show, too.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming?
I knew it was coming.
Clark, any problem?
If you say it, it's so.
If I say it, it's so. And let me tell you, Clark has a show, The Conversation is a fantastic show. It's an award-winning show. And if you get on Clark's show, man, you're moving and shaking. Clark has celebrities on the show and everything. He has a great show. Now, remember we had 4 promotional mentions? We give you 5 promotional mentions with Package B. You also get the ad logo placement, where if someone clicks on that show, they get to see your ad there from here until eternity. And you get a logo placement on our Facebook page for Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley. So we're going to place your ad on our Facebook page. And we're going to be mentioning that you are sponsoring our show. Now, you get all of this. You're going to get 41 shows of your ad showing. 41 shows. With all of those other things, the investment is only $5.99. $5.99, you're going to get all of that. 41 shows. I don't know what that breaks down to, but it's less than $20 a show. So...
Yeah, I was going to say, Barrett, you got to make sure you emphasize that's 41 plus shows per week.
Per week, yes. Per week.
Yes.
Per week for a month. So you're going to get more exposure than you should be getting for that price. I'll be honest with you. That's a great bargain on a price there for advertising. I don't know who is offering that. If they are, if you let me know who's offering that, please show me, because I don't know anybody who's got 41 shows to put out there, to be honest with you. So Clark, do you know anybody can boast that?
I do not. And for those who don't think we have them out there, just go to our website, survivalradionetwork.us. You'll be able to see every last show. You'll see who hosts the show. You'll see what city they're broadcasting from. Proof is in the pudding, as they say.
Survivalradionetwork.us. That's right. You can check it out. But wait. Oh, Kelley, you had something to say?
I was going to say, and you got the promotionals. You're on the 41 shows. I mean, the interviews in itself are awesome too, because you get to even more expound on your business. So we get these snippets and these things we're building, but then you get to come on and really express yourself. So this is awesome. I know we got more. Is there more? Is there more, Barry?
Oh yes, there is more. There is more, Kelley. We have a package C, because see, like I said, Clark is as pretty as a model. You can see that. Kelley, she's beautiful as well. But see, some of y'all just look like me and you want to stay to radio. But some of you want to get on television as well. Well, what Kelley and I are offering in Package C is you get 30-second weekly spots for a month on our show. Plus, you're going to get video also for the broadcast. We're going to do video for our members. So you will get a video commercial and an audio commercial, which airs for a month. You get to actually come into our studio, or you can send in video that you want for commercial. Either way, we're getting that taken care of for you. So you will have your own video commercial and an audio commercial. And here's the thing: that's your video commercial. So you paid for it. So that's your commercial. If you want to go air it somewhere else afterwards, you can. But you get 3 radio interviews with our show. and of course with Clark's show as well. You get 4 promotional mentions. You get the ad logo placement. You get the Facebook logo placement. You get a banner ad on the video. Also with that, you get a banner ad showing your business on the video as well, so people can see your name going across the screen. Yes, that's right. That's more promotion for you. And here's the secret sauce. Kelly and I are going to be doing a special interview with all of our guests after the show that only the members can see, where you can do special promotional offers, which means you're going to draw in an audience that you may not even know exists. Now, here's the benefit of that. These are members, and let me just say, these are paid members. These are people who pay to be in our membership. There's something about paid members when you're talking about advertising. Paid members spend money. Paid members will spend money on your product or service. So would you rather advertise to people that don't spend money? Or would you rather advertise to people that do spend money? I think that's a no-brainer. Now, we're offering all of these products and services. You can have these services as they are in the packages, or we can do some a la carte to fit your budget range, but we can make it work for you. The key is, are you going to sit there, or are you going to let your business get known? I mean, that's really the bottom line. Kelly?
Did you say how much package? Because that was a whole lot of.
Oh, I did forget. I didn't say how much the last one was. I'm sorry. That one is only $7.99.
Wow.
Let me go recap that again. You get 30-second weekly spots for a month, video and audio. So you get a radio commercial and a TV commercial. You can't beat that anywhere. You can't even beat that on the radio side. The 30-second spot for $7.99. You're going to get 3 free radio interviews. You're going to get 4 promotional mentions. You get the ad logo placement. You get the logo placement on our Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley Facebook page. You're also going to get a banner ad placed on our membership portal, and you're going to get an exclusive video on the membership portal as well. You get all of that for only $7.99. And as I mentioned, they're all a la carte as well if you want to do that as well. But in order to do that, you're going to need to go to our Facebook page right now at Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley and put sponsorship. Just put into the feed sponsorship. If you aren't on Facebook, you can email me at info@e2esystems.com. That's info at the letter E, the number 2, the letter E, systems.com. And just info me and just tell me, just type in sponsorship, and I will get your contact information. I will get in contact with you so we can get you set up and get your business known and in front of 1 million people. Clark, anything you want to add to that?
I would, man. I'm one for giving and adding sweetener to stuff that's already sweet. So we have, today's the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
You and I are I love your book. I love that book. So for those who want to get off their assets and who are business owners, who are entrepreneurs that understand that it's only one way to go to the next level, and that's to inform people that you're out there, who take advantage of any one of your 3 offers, okay? So today's the 26th. Until the 1st of August, I will throw in, this is something that I will do, Barrett, you don't have to be in control of this, but as those who know who've listened to any one of our shows, each week on every last show that we do something, again, we highlight small businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we do what's called a Survival Radio Network Business of the Week, and that can be a business, product, service, or an event. We also highlight events that are coming up. And remember, we talked about that personal touch, right? So you actually will have each host personally read a script that I will write out for your business, product, or service, or event. And that happens anyway, right? We do that each and every week on every show. So anybody who invests in themselves for any one of your 3 packages, I will also include them in rotation as a Survival Radio Business of the Week show brought. So you're going to get maximum exposure. You're going to get that Clark Garrison saying you're the best thing since sliced bread, and I don't know, maybe there's a couple of people who care about if I say you're the best thing. Try us and see what happens. So that's something that I'm going to do for anybody you tell me and you point and say this guy or girl, they signed up, and I'll take care of the rest for you, Barrett.
Okay, you know what? That man is so giving. I love Clark Garrison, just so y'all know that. That's my man right there.
We go way back, man.
We go way back. That's my man right. But you just inspired me to give a little bit more myself. So, many of you who know me know that I put on an event several times called 50 Shades of Wealth. We have another 50 Shades of Wealth event coming up August 29th. And first of all, I haven't even talked to my co-host of that event, Chris Bridges, yet, but I'm going to put this out there right now. Clark, would you like to be a part of that?
Oh, hey, let me, okay, I'm gonna fess up. I was thinking the other day, why you hadn't invited me to be part of that? I'm like, when he's had like 2 of them, and I don't know, maybe he doesn't like me that much.
Oh my God!
No, I would be honored, man. I love what you're doing with that, and I remember you talking about it, like when it was in here. Just an idea, and to see that this is the 3rd one, is that correct?
No, this is probably the 5th, I think.
5th, yeah. So I've seen the evolution of it being an idea to it being, the first time it got off, and then you had to tweak it, and then all of a sudden it started catching on. And of course, the timing was perfect with the movie and the promotion, so people kind of listened a little more. But yes, to give a long-wind answer to it, I would be honored.
Well, great, fantastic. Clark Garrison, but Kelly's already on board. So,
but she's Dr. Kelley, of course.
Of course, she's my guest. That's an inside joke, Kelly. But I'm going to give some more on this. What I'm going to do for anyone, and I'm same thing that Clark does from now until August 1st. If you take advantage of one of these offers that we're doing right now, and you become a sponsor for Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley, I'm just going to give you a free ad space during the 50 Shades of Wealth event. Now, if you're looking on your screen right now and you see around you, you see the screen, you see on the side, you see different ad placements, your ad will go in one of those placements.
Wow.
So just understand that your ad will be there for people to see when a speaker is speaking. They can't help but look to the side to see your ad there. Wow. So I'm going to throw in one of those ads for you.
Give the prices of the ads again, so everybody knows there's 3 different levels.
Right.
Well, the ads to advertise with us. Package A, $275, only $275. Package B is only $599, and package C is only $799. You're going to get so much exposure that you can't stand it, because one thing will happen: if you got a phone, your phone will be ringing off the hook. Because we're going to have more people coming to you because we have the audience. I think we've proven that. We have the audience. It's a matter of do you want it bad enough? Do you want the business? If you want the business, we can send business to you. That's what we do. We're basically referring business to you. They say the best compliment anyone can give you is a referral.
That's right.
So we're going to refer business to you. Question is, do you want it? I mean, I like to think that I have good credibility. I know Clark does, and I know Kelly does. So, I mean, when we say something, people usually listen to us, and they take that seriously. So, I'm going to give you an offer of giving you ad space on the Lunch and Learn. We'll give you ad space on the 50 Shades of Wealth if you advertise with Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley. So,
Barrett.
Yes, sir.
I wonder if I could take just 1 minute, if that, to talk a little bit, because I want people to understand again, get the breadth of what we're doing here, and who is involved and who has been a part of this journey we've had. So can I just read off maybe a few of the people who've been on the network that so that you are clear that we're not talking about a network that hasn't done things, hasn't reached out to people. So
please please do that.
We've had
I want to mention some of the sponsors we've had too. So please do.
Oh, absolutely. So you guys have heard of The Secret. We've had Bob Dole on our platform before. We've had, I don't know if some of you people have read, but one of the best books I've ever read is E-Myth by Michael Gerber, who is a fantastic guy in any business element. He's been on our network. He doesn't even do interviews anymore. He's had a chance to drop by. We've had actresses like Melinda Williams, Maria Howell. We've had Kimberly Elise. Shanoa Maxwell has been on our show. We've had Bobby Seale, the founder of the Black Panthers, have stopped by and hung out with us. Lisa Lampanelli, you guys know she's a famous comedian. Of course, we had Les Brown and George Frazier. We've had Bob Berg, author, phenomenal writer who's been out there. We've had Michael Eric Dyson. Wow, I mean, where can I go now? Just let me give a couple other people. Floetry has been on there. Trina Braxton has been on our station. Darren DeWitt Houston has been out there. Chris Jasper from Jasper Isley has been on there. Najee has been on our station. Richard Lawson has been on there. Very famous actor who's been all around. Casey and JoJo. Should I keep going, or should you think they got
sold.
I'm telling you, I am.
Did I mention Dionne Warwick has been on our platform? Could I say Curtis Blow has been out there on our platform? The phenomenal Gilbert Young and Artiste has been out there on our platform. So guys, if you go to our website right now, if you think I'm just making this stuff up, survivalradionetwork.us, hit celebrity, you'll see over 350 different celebrities, from musicians, authors, actors, comedians, theologians, writers, you name it. We're attracting a lot of people, and it's because of the energy that we're putting out, which is all positive.
Mm-hmm. And Clark, if you would, name a few of the sponsors, some of the sponsors' names that they might know out there.
Well, some of you guys might have heard of Publix. I don't know, not too many people. Jenny Craig has also been a proud sponsor of our network. We've had CBS Pharmacy has been a proud sponsor. I'm thinking about the ones that everyone would know, no matter what part of the region that you're in the United States, just to name a few. But guys, we've had hundreds of small businesses that are just prevalent in their little community. But again, they need someone to speak about the quality. You know, Barrett, we just recently did a live remote from one of our sponsors who's been with us from the very beginning, My Coffee Shop in the Eastlake, Atlanta area.
I love that place. You know I do.
Yeah, you're right. The best basil lemonade in the South.
It is.
Hands down, right? Frozen basil lemonade.
I love it.
Guys, guess what? We have brought to them business after business after business because we keep talking about the house of the famous basil lemonade. We have live remotes there. We push them so much that now people outside of the Eastlake, Atlanta area are driving all the way over because they're like, man, they keep bragging about this basil lemonade. Let me see what's going on. And they get there, and they're there to stay. She just talked to me the other day when we did our live remote. She said 35% of their business now comes outside of the community. And for a small, this is just a coffee shop, right? This is a little cafe coffee shop that now has 35% of their business coming from outside of their community. That is huge for small business mom and pop stores. That's the difference from you closing and staying open in many cases. So just a little bit about what we can do and what we can bring. So.
Well, and also I wanted to add that one of the other sponsors that I think people might have heard of is a company that has a big orange and white sign.
A Home Depot. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah,
they're kind of big, I think, aren't they?
You know, they're climbing. They're climbing in the relevance field. They're getting
okay. Now, I want to have Kelley mention something that we're Kelley and I want to make it accessible for everyone. We're putting this out for people all over the world who want to advertise with us, but we want everybody to get to know us as well. So this Friday coming, Kelley and I have something coming up, and I just want to have her talk about it a little bit.
Yes, this Friday we're going to be live and in person. and in the DMV area at the National Harbor, the beautiful, awesome National Harbor. And it's going to be an opportunity not only to network with other business owners that are going to be there, which is a great thing to do, but it's going to give you the opportunity. If you want to shoot a commercial right then, you'll be able to do a commercial right on the spot so that you can get your marketing going right then and there. And so you'll be able to sign up and purchase your packages A, B, or C, and really get yourself in a position to really put your business out there, to build that visibility. Because again, at the end of the day, if no one knows you, then no one is going to buy from you. And so it'll be a live event. We're going to be giving away some giveaways, some prizes, and we'll have some refreshments, and a really, really great time to come together, network, and really begin to build your business and take it to the next level. It's nothing like saying you want it to go to the next level, you wish it to go to the next level, where we're giving you the opportunity to take it to the next level.
I couldn't have said that better myself. And to those of you who want to come, go to our Facebook page at Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley. All you gotta do is click on the link and register. It's free. We forgot to mention that. It's free.
It's free.
Free 99. You can't beat that. It's free.
I like that. I got to use that, Barrett. Free 99. I like that.
Free 99. So just come out, get to know us, meet some other people in business, learn about how you can put your business out there. We're going to be in the actual studio. The actual studio where we'll actually be shooting the radio show. You'll get to see the radio booth where we're going to be in and everything, and get the experience. If you want to come and shoot your interview in the booth with us, you can do that. You can, like she said, you can do a commercial. You'll get to see a TV studio. If you have some other stuff that you want to do and you want to shoot a video commercial for our membership to see, you can shoot it right there. You'll get to see the whole studio there. It's going to be held at World Media, and the address is actually 254 Mariner Passage. That's Oxon Hill, Maryland, 20745. That's World Media, 254 Mariner Passage in Oxon Hill, Maryland, 20745. That's at the National Harbor. It's a beautiful location, and we're excited to have all of you come out there. We want to make sure you take advantage of these offers. I want to go over them one more time before we let everyone go. Package A, you get to showcase your business, a 30-second weekly spot for a month. That's one radio interview on Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley, or promotional mentions. You get an ad logo on the Survival Radio Network website for only $275 a month. If you do that for more than 1 month, you get $100 off, so it's only $175 a month, up to 5 months. Then you throw in the fact that we have another package, Package B. You get a 30-second weekly spot for a month on all 41 Survival Radio Network shows. So that means 41 shows will be showing your ad each week for a month. That's incredible. You get 2 radio interviews, and one we have confirmed you can get on Clark Garrison's show, The Conversation, as well. You're going to get 5 mentions on the show. You get an ad logo placement on the Survival Radio Network website. You get a logo placement on our Facebook page at Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley, and saying that you're a sponsor of our show, and that's only $5.99. And you got Package C. Package C is you get a 30-second weekly spot for a month on Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley. Not just radio, but radio and video, so you can go to radio and TV. You get 3 free radio interviews. You get 4 radio mentions. You get an ad logo placement on the SRN website. You get a logo placement on our Facebook page. You get a banner ad on our membership portal to show your business going across the screen. And you get an exclusive video that you can send to our members so that they can see your product and they can get special offers and special information for you, just for them. That's only $7.99. Of course, as I said earlier, we can cater some of these packages to fit you. They can be a la carte, but you have to take advantage of these. And as Clark just threw in, you're going to, from now until August 1st, if you take advantage, he will also feature you as a Survival Radio Network Business of the Week. And as I added, if you take advantage of one of these offers, in the next 50 Shades of Wealth event, which is coming up on August 29th, you can have your ad shown on the screen, just as you see the ads on the side right now. Your company can be up there. You see our ads. You see mine. You see Kelley's. You see Clark. You see Survival Radio Network. You see the Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley. You see our books up there. Me and Kelley's books up there. You got to take advantage of this stuff. We're promoting ourselves right now because it's our Hangout, but you can actually take advantage for yourself. So Kelley and Clark, I'm done. Do you have anything you guys want to add?
No, I just want to thank you guys for letting me hang out with you once again. I feel like I might be your illegitimate stepbrother in a minute.
Well, you know, I know I do. I have enjoyed you being a part of the show. You always bring such great information to the show, and so it's been awesome having you. And again, I don't see a reason why anyone wouldn't want to invest. You know, they always say, you know, word of mouth is the best way of marketing. When we're taking word of mouth and we're putting it on steroids, because now commercials, you know, this opportunity is broadcasted among so many people. So this is a great opportunity. Definitely go ahead and go to our Facebook page and say you're interested. Type in the word sponsorship, and we'll reach out to you. And then also, if you're in the DMV area, come out on Friday. You can sign up for your packages then and get started with promoting your business and really increasing your visibility. All
right. Clark?
You know what, if I may, I just want to throw out, it's a little relevant here. If you guys, anybody out there, as a side note, who has ever thought about the possibility of having and hosting their own radio show but just have no earthly clue on how to do that, reach out to me. You can. I'm going to give you my personal number. Reach out to me at 404-447-8265. 404-447-8265. Or if you're on social media, hit me up at Facebook, Clark Garrison, Clarque, Garrison with a G. And I'll talk to you more and give you more information on how to get started and possibly coming aboard the Survival Radio Network.
And that is his personal number. So he's not giving you some okie doke number. That is his personal number. So,
yeah, wow. I don't know any better yet. I keep being told not to do that, but we'll.
Yeah, you know. Jerry's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
All right. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. I want to thank everybody for taking part and listening and watching us tonight. Clark, once again, thank you so much. You know, your wisdom is always appreciated. Kelley, I got the bestest co-host in the world. So make sure you guys tune in and watch us, or listen to us rather, on Lunch and Learn with Barrett and Kelley Fridays at noon Eastern, and listen to the conversation with Clark Garrison. That's Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Correct?
Every Wednesday 7 p.m. for the last 6 years. You got it.
All right, so guys, take advantage of these ads because they ain't gonna last forever. And as you know, as the people take advantages, prices may be different. So you better get in while you fit in. Everybody, take action.
Take care.